we have a question for you today. What is co-evolution of value? The aim of co-creation of value is to mobilize customers to create their own value from the project or program's various offerings, instead of just creating value to the company. Value is co-created by firms and customers, and the beneficiaries determine the value and/or outcomes. Porter's value creation change focuses on the processes of value creation within the company. Porter's image of the value chain takes a particular view of organizational activity based on manufacturing and production. But what is the role of the customer in the value creation? The Agile method proposes to integrate the business roles into the project team in order to better suit the customer's needs. The business role comes from the business area being addressed and provides business-related information from the perspective of those who will ultimately make direct use of the solution. Co-evolution changes the view from product-centric to customer-centric. Value is created by using the product instead of producing the product. Customers are partners instead of targets, and the sales force help customers get their jobs done instead of just product distribution. Norman goes further and considers the customers as the major stakeholder. The first level relationship represents the domain of product creation, the actual deliverables of projects, and the second level relationship represents the more strategic domain of value creation, in which the focus is on the value and benefits of a particular project or perhaps a whole portfolio of projects. Co-evolution triggers a conceptual change and a real shift in how the company views the customer. The customer is not just a source of business, but a co-producer and co-designer of value creation. Before, companies were proposing generic products or services to their customers, which then moved on to the creation of customized solutions according to their clients' needs. After that, the concept of creating value for their customers appeared, and today we now talk about co-creating value with the customer. The co-evolution of value framework is based on 4 key elements: strategic focus on value creation and the second level relationship, significant implications for the front-end definition of the projects and programs. It implies a shift from single discipline projects to multidisciplinary business projects, and it represents a particular image of projects and programs. The shift towards a value-centric view by implementing business strategy and managing the realization of stakeholders' benefits results in now seeing the output of a project as an input to the customer's own value creation process. The old success criteria of meeting outcome, cost, and schedule constraints are no longer adequate, and the fundamental shift is to add the dimension of value to this traditional view. Co-evolution of value requires the company to understand the customer's business and value creating process and use that as a basic framework in which they define their own business. To do so, the company has to analyze the business model of its customers and ultimately their customer's customer using the business canvas showed in the picture. Multidisciplinary approach to naming and framing of projects and programs. For example, moving from just an IT project to a multidisciplinary project including IT, marketing, and human resources. Our lesson learned is that there is no one best way to view all projects, and the idea of following such a prescriptive approach is not suitable. In contrast, images of projects seek to encourage a more pragmatic and reflective approach based on deliberately seeing projects from multiple perspectives, exploring the insights and implications which flow from these, and crafting appropriate action strategies in complex situations.
created using Powtoon.